what are we going to be doing today? So, and oh, we got to get the mountain climbing boots too. So today we're going to be doing some emotion code, body code, and some belief code. Hold on, I have a lot of windows open. I'm not organized. Okay, so let's talk about this real quick. So this type of energy healing modality, we're working with the subconscious mind because the subconscious mind knows everything about you, everything you've done, seen, said, tasted, and it actually knows what is creating the symptoms in your body. What are you holding on to from the past? Emotions, stress, trauma, negative thought patterns that's contributing to physical, emotional, or mental symptoms. Now, subconscious mind has created a lot of things too. Defense mechanism, things, associations, limiting beliefs to protect you. And even though we love these things, we love these protective measures that it gave us, it doesn't really help us anymore. So that's what we're going to be doing today. The emotion code focuses on emotions that you created, you didn't really know what to do with, and you decided to hold on to them for a little bit. Now, emotions are very special because, one, if you're holding on to it, it is the size of your fist and you are still feeling the emotion. It's tied to the memory, and sometimes it can create a limiting belief. So it is this trifecta. This ball of energy has a lot of information. So you're still feeling it. You may think of the memory and feel a little emotion, and then it will create that limiting belief. So if you have a heartache, maybe love never lasts, I'm broken, so forth, and whatever your subconscious mind thinks that you need to be protected from, it will create that. So there are different types of emotions that you can have in your body, inherited. You got your baggage from ancestors, shared, you, another person or group of people kind of felt the same emotion at the same time, they fused together. Absorbed, my empaths, you know, you just like look at someone who's upset and you just absorb those emotions. Preconception, so past lives, and then prenatal, when you're in your mother's womb. And then there's one where it's just yours. It is yours. You have no one else to blame but yourself. So that's the emotion code. The belief code is all about the faulty core belief systems that you have. Now, we all have limiting beliefs, and usually they're standalone, and we can easily release them. Like, okay, we don't need that, I'm not good enough, or we don't need that, I'm not wanted. But sometimes when we experience life, we start building upon these beliefs. So we may have a I'm not wanted, and then we have a life experience that creates an intense emotion. Your subconscious mind goes into helicopter mode, overprotective, and creates another limiting belief that is associated with the other one. So you may have I'm not wanted, and then on top of that, maybe you got rejected. It's no one will ever choose me, or I'm not chosen. And so it just kind of was like, okay, yeah, we want to make sure that this person understands, like, I want to protect them and I want to make sure I get every angle. So we're just going to build upon this. We're building Legos here, just taking a Lego and building it, but we're building a tree. So you have an experience, your subconscious mind's like, this actually goes with this tree, and then you build this beautiful tree. And so you can release one belief from this tree, but then if you have another experience, because these trees are how you perceive the world, how you view yourself, other people, and the world around you. So if you get rid of one belief, it may help you, but if you have a similar situation that resonates with this tree, your subconscious mind is going to be like, ooh, and then replace it with something else from that experience. So how this works is thank you very much. We start with the conscious mind. We cannot go straight into the unconscious mind. We have to sweet talk. We have to be friends with the mind before we can get to the big boss, the unconscious mind. So if we're talking about a tree, we're going to be focusing on the branches. These statements may manifest as thoughts that you may have. So you may have these thoughts because they're in your conscious mind. As we get deeper, you may not resonate with them too much or have thoughts of them. You're like, I don't know, or maybe you do. So then once we gather everything in the branches, then we go to the trunk, which is more getting into your subconscious mind, and then we go into the roots, which is more unconscious. Now, if you're lucky, which many of us are, we will have something called a faulty core identity, which is the soil. And we get this during the first 7 years of our lives because we are sponges, and our subconscious mind wants to know everything about the world and wants to know what, when A plus B equals C, it wants to know it. So it sees everything as truth. So if someone tells you something at that age, you're more likely to believe it to be true. If you witness people fighting about money, about health, about teddy bears, you're going to associate teddy bears as stranger danger because your mind's like, okay, they're fighting about teddy bears. That means teddy bears is bad. And so if you ever wanted a teddy bear, maybe you get a teddy bear, you're just like, I don't know, I have a little bit of anxiety like around teddy bears, or, you know, you always wanted a teddy bear, but no matter what, you can't hold on to the teddy bear. That's why. So consciously, or as when we're adults, we can be like, oh yeah, they're fighting about teddy bears. Like, you know, times are tough, you know, the economy, so forth. We can figure out why those people are fighting. Like, we can think of multiple things, but as a kid, we see it, we're like, we hear teddy bear and we run with it. So that's the belief system. And so then you have this beautiful tree. So we're going to be uncovering statements. Your subconscious mind, and this goes for all of them, your subconscious mind speaks in energy and frequency. And so it's going to be picking the closest one to it. So you may believe the statement, or you may perceive it in a different way. Or sometimes you don't believe the statement, but maybe if you were in a situation with the statement, how would that feel? So there's a lot of ways to interpret this. Once we identify the tree, we find the fuel source, we get rid of it, we get rid of the tree, we chop that tree, and then we have to fill the subconscious gap. And I'll go more in depth with that when we get to that. And then we have the body code, and the body code has everything. It has emotion code, has belief code, and it has everything about you: mind, body, and soul. There are 6 different categories to choose from. Well, for your subconscious mind to choose from. Emotional wellness, so those limiting beliefs, cords are in there, entities, and then we have circuit or system, misalignments, nutrition and lifestyle, pathogens, and toxins. And within each category is a subcategory within a subcategory. So we get very detailed. That does not mean I'm getting detailed into your life where I'm going to know everything about you. Your subconscious mind is picking the closest one to it. It's giving new nicknames, new labeling them different that relates to the body code. So your secret is safe with you. So how this works is that we're all connected. Everything is energy. It's kind of like Wi-Fi. So I am bringing your subconscious over here. I'm putting mine aside, welcoming yours over here, and I'm going to be doing muscle testing. This is a muscle testing. So I'll be like, this is my yes, and then this is my no. So it goes weak. So I'm going to be doing a lot of this. If I go low, I apologize. I'm going to do my best to keep my hand up here. So I'm going to be talking out loud, asking a lot of questions and answering them because I want you to be in on the conversation I'm having with your subconscious mind. And based on looking on the charts that I have here, we're going to find out what's contributing to your physical, emotional, or mental symptoms. You can choose whatever you want. With the emotion and body code, you can choose highest priority, where we're giving the subconscious mind the control. It knows what's causing the most havoc. Now with the belief code, we do have to be a little more specific. So you can give me emotions. You can say, I don't know, this uncomfortable sensation I have in my chest or my collarbone. We can work with that, but I can't do a highest priority. So it's anything. You can list a couple of things. Like for me earlier, I had a situation going on in this area. I'm like, what is this? I'm like, it's not really sadness. It's not really heartache. Like I didn't know what it was, but it felt heavy in my chest and it was like there. So that's how I described it. I was like, it kind of just feels, it's heaviness. It feels like bagoo. And my subconscious mind knows what I mean when I say bagoo. So I worked on that and I felt pretty good. And I don't know if I said this, but if anybody resonates with anything, and if I'm not connected to you, you can get in on this healing too. Get that secondhand healing and you can benefit from this. This energy is limitless. There's Bradley. All right, so moving my subconscious mind aside, welcome in DJ over here. We're locked on and connected. Can't reach your mind. So the topic of the day is, well, for you are there any faulty core beliefs that are blocking you from creating a healthy habit, life, and body? Yes. Can we work on this now? Yes. Got Got 6 certificates in the last 6 weeks. Lord have mercy. That's awesome. What were they? All right, so we do have a faulty core belief system. Now we're going to find out what type of tree. Okay, it is a basic tree. I already have the burps. Basic tree. So we have the branches, the trunk, the roots, the soil. A beautiful tree. All right, so I'm going to be finding the negative programs. Negative programs is the branches or the conscious mind. So what are the negative programs? Power, solar plexus, performance. My phone is really slow. I think every single, hold on. I'll lose my freedom. So do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? Yes. Divine. Success. I'll never find another job. Or it could be, I'll never find another blank. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? Yes. Divine. Purpose. I hate spirituality. Now, you're probably like, what are you talking about? What does that mean? There's a lot of ways to interpret this. The thing that popped in my head is that in one of my Reiki shares, we are all kind of saying that we love spirituality because we're awake and we're aware and understanding that, you know, we're the creators of our reality or whatnot, but at the same time we hate it because we are awake and we have all this responsibility and we kind of wish we can go back to the way things were because it was easier. So do you need to know more? Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? Yes. That makes so much sense. Yes. That was the first thing that popped in my head. I was like, I wonder if that's, you know, that's it. Success. It's like, I hate being aware. I hate it. That's not this negative statement I found. So the negative statement that I found was success will make me a bad person. And I'm sorry, I feel like I'm yelling bad person. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? No. So we uncovered the branches. Now we're going into the limiting beliefs, the trunk. So are there any limiting beliefs? Yes. Show me your limiting beliefs. So passions, trust. We're in the sacral chakra area. I am not trustworthy because blank. Now, it doesn't mean we're all like, oh, can't trust you. It can be you're pushing people away, like, not trustworthy, go away, don't come over here. It's like you have a guard up. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another limiting belief? Yes. Divine. Success. Success is for others, not for me. Success is for others, not for me. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another limiting belief? Yes. Hey, Big Rich, how are ya? Divine. Success. I have never succeeded. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another limiting belief? No. Okay, so now we got the trunk and the branches. We're gonna now go for the roots. This is called a faulty core belief. So is there a faulty core belief? Yes. Passion, sacral chakra. Choices, so many choices. So many. I make stupid decisions. I resonate with that one. All right, do you need to know more? No. Is there another faulty core belief? No. Is there a faulty core identity? Yes. So a faulty core identity is the soil. So this is the first 7 years of your life. You absorb something. You saw something, someone said something to you, or you experienced something and it was true. It was the truth in the eyes of this child, of your child's self ability. I keep messing up. Okay. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another faulty core identity? No. We have identified the tree. 40. Ow, 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 ah. This is why I don't wear rings. Okay. So we identified your tree. We're going to read it. So at a very young age, something happened where you absorbed the belief, I keep messing up, which then you had an experience which created the faulty core belief, the roots, I make stupid decisions. So I keep messing up. And then since you're always messing up, you're making stupid decisions. And then you had experiences where how these fall into your tree could be in a different order. But for this, it's, well, I have never succeeded. Well, why? Because I keep messing up. Success is for others and not for me because I make stupid decisions. I am not trustworthy because, well, I keep messing up and I make stupid decisions. Success will make me a bad person. I hate spirituality, maybe because you keep messing up. And you're aware that you keep messing up because you are aware. You know, we love this and hate it. It's a love-hate relationship. I'll never find a job because I keep messing up, and I'll lose my freedom because I make stupid decisions. So this is your tree right here. Hey, tap, tap. So now we have identified the tree. We're going to find the fuel source. I keep saying like, you relate to all this. Awesome. So we're going to find the fuel source. Once we identify the block, imbalance, trapped emotion, we release it right away. Y'all, I swear, these magnets have a mind of their own. Where did my well, okay, we're gonna have to use this one. Okay, so are there any trapped emotions associated with this belief tree? Yes. So we have shame. Do you need to know more? No. I intend to release the trapped emotion of shame. Did you release the trapped emotion of shame? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Anxiety. Do you need to know more? No. I release the trapped emotion of anxiety. Did you release the trapped emotion of anxiety? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Unworthy. Do you need to know more? No. I intend to release the trapped emotion of unworthy. Did you release the trapped emotion of unworthy? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? No. So going to the belief code, are there any other associated imbalances? Yes. So we have energy, allergy or intolerance, and an idea allergy. And an idea allergy is something that your subconscious mind made a faulty association with something because you created an intense emotion. So whatever that was, it's like, well, that's stranger danger. And it takes a snapshot of the environment. So anything that's associated with it has become stranger danger. So if you come into contact with anything or the main thing that hurt you, your alarms are going to go off. Be like, stranger danger, and your fight, flight, or freeze response will go off. You're going to throw a flashbang, self-sabotage, anxiety, and so forth, because it's dangerous. So we're going to find out what this is. Welcome, welcome. The bad word. The bad word. An idea allergy to vulnerability. I resonate with this one 100%. Any hint of vulnerability, I'm like, ah, and I run the other way. Listen, I was a very good runner. I would sprint. So my cardio was on point for my workouts. So do you need to know more? No. I intend to release the idea allergy to vulnerability. And if anybody resonates with any of these imbalances we're uncovering, set your intentions. Did you release the idea allergy to vulnerability? Yes. Is there another imbalance? No. Okay. We cut the fuel source from this belief tree. And you know what time it is, y'all. You know what time it is. It is time to chop that tree. So get your axes, get your chainsaws, put your flannels on, get them nice and snug, because we're going to chop this tree. We're going to rip it out. All right? So let's begin. Are you ready, DJ? The bad word. I intend to release the negative programs. I'll lose my freedom. I'll never find a job. I hate spirituality. Success will make me a bad person. Release the limiting beliefs. I am not trustworthy because blank. Success is for others, not for me. I have never succeeded. Release the faulty core belief. I make stupid decisions. Release the faulty core identity. I keep messing up. Woo! That last one was good. Did you release this belief tree? Yes, it's gone. Good job. Good job, everyone. Thank you, Lisa. So now there's a hole there. We have to fill it up. Because if we don't, your subconscious mind is going to be like, what? It's going to be feeling weird. It's like there's something missing and I don't know what it is. And you're just going to feel off. So we either fill it with positive statements. Thank you, Lisa. Or we just defrag. So do we need positive statements? No. Can we just defrag? Yes. Easy. Easy breezy. I intend to fill the subconscious gap and defrag. Did you fill the subconscious gap and defrag? Yes. Do you have a faulty core belief system in regards to any blocks that are creating let's rewind. Do you have a faulty core belief system that is that's preventing you from creating a healthy habits, life, and body? No. And we're disconnected. Kimmy, are you ready? Kimmy, are you ready? Ooh, I'm ready. My hands are on fire. So moving my subconscious mind aside, welcoming yours over here, and we're locked on and connected. Let's do this. So Kimmy subconscious, do you have a faulty core belief system in regards to trust? Yes. Can you release this now? Yes. All right, we got the green light, Kimmy. So is this a basic tree? That's what we like. 80% of the trees that we have are basic. Oops, I hit something else. All right, so we're going to start with the branches. What are the negative programs? Survival, control, survival, control. I can't accept any other way. I can't accept any other way. Hey, welcome. No. Oh, is that a movie, Nikki? Okay. Do you need to know more? No. Is there a negative program? Yes. Divine. Success. Success is for others, not for me. Success is for others, not for me. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? Yes. Yeah, it has. Good seeing you, Jim. Okay. Yes. All right. Focus. Survival. Worth. Intelligent people don't make mistakes. Intelligent people don't make mistakes. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? Yes. Divine. Purpose. I will get to the chat in a second. I'm unable to find a path to fulfill my purpose. I am unable to find a path to fulfill my purpose. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? No. Is there a limiting belief? Yes. So we identified the branches. Now we have to identify the trunk. You have no idea what this stream is about. This is energy healing. So if you resonate with anything that's uncovered, when I start releasing, just set the intention it gets released from you as well. And you can get in on that second-hand healing because we're all connected. And am I Russian? No. Or Romanian? No. But a lot of people have said that I have the look. Okay. So now we're limiting beliefs. Survival. Codependency. Hey, Lab. I need drama and crisis so I can feel my worth. I need drama and crisis so I can feel my worth. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another limiting belief? Yes. Love. Feelings. I always feel bad. I always feel bad. I just started getting a ringing in my left ear. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another limiting belief? Yes. Divine. Purpose. Oops. I hate spirituality. Man. I get it. I hate it too sometimes. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another limiting belief? No. Is there a faulty core belief? Yes, we're at the roots. Insight. Boundaries. If I set boundaries, people won't like me. If I set boundaries, people won't like me. All right, so do you need to know more? No. Is there another faulty core belief? No. Is there a faulty core identity? Yes. Okay, so this is the soil. First 7 years of your life. Thank you, Sandra. You absorb this one. And it is survival, victim. It's not fair. It's not fair. Okay, so we have gathered, we have identified, hold on. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another faulty core identity? No, I don't remember doing that. Okay, so we have your tree here. So, based on your experiences, you fueled this belief tree. So it started when you were a little baby, you had this belief, just one belief, it's not fair. And then you had an experience and your subconscious mind's like, I'm gonna actually put this with this belief because they kind of resonate. They're kind of, They look good together. And so you started creating roots. The seed has been planted. So every time you had an experience, your tree grew more and more and more. And this isn't really in order of when things were added. It could be like, oh, this one was your early years. It could be all over the place. So the branches are, I can't accept any other way. So why can't you accept any other way? Because success is for others and not for me. Well, why do you think that? Well, because intelligent people don't make mistakes. Oh, well, why? I am unable to find a path to fulfill my life purpose. Well, why? Because I need drama and crisis so I can feel my worth. Well, why do you feel that way? I always feel bad. Well, why? Because I hate spirituality. Well, why? If I set boundaries, people won't like me. Well, why? It's just not fair. So we've identified the tree. Let's find the fuel source. Hello, everybody. All right, welcome. So once we are identifying the fuel source, if you resonate with anything that's uncovered, set the intention it gets released from you as well, okay? All right, so are there trapped emotions associated with this belief system? Yes. Unworthy, do you need to know more? No. What happened? Oh, it's right here. Okay. I set the intention to release a trapped emotion of unworthy. Did you release a trapped emotion of unworthy? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Unworthy. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release a trapped emotion of unworthy. Did you release a trapped emotion of unworthy? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Jealousy. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release a trapped emotion of jealousy. Did you release a trapped emotion of jealousy? Yes. I'm feeling like heat here, like in my esophagus. That's wild. Is there another trapped emotion? No. You're very welcome. All right. So now we're going to go to the body code. Are there any imbalances with this? Yes. Misalignment, system, digestive system. Oh my gosh, if esophagus pops up, I'm going to laugh. No. Okay. So stomach. So your stomach is, this belief system is affecting your stomach. So you may have stomach issues. You may get better and it goes back. It's affecting your stomach in some way. Now, when your stomach is unhappy, it's going to manifest the following symptoms: discomfort in the neck, shoulder, wrist, elbow, have acid reflux, stomach pain, ulcers, bloating, gas, diarrhea, constipation, and it also generates emotions. So your organs generate emotions all day, every day. So you may feel these more than you would like. Anxiety, despair, disgust, nervousness, worry, failure, helplessness, hopelessness, lack of control, and low self-esteem. It's not a fun list, but it's your stomach. Your stomach's unhappy. So, do you need to know more? No. I intend to reset and balance the stomach. Did you reset and balance the stomach? Yes. Is there another imbalance? Yes, there's more to this story. So energy, mental, and a will to. So a will to energy is created during a time of sadness, hopelessness, or being overwhelmed. Physical pain, life in general, and you thought something with so much intensity that your mind grabbed it, ran away with it, and became part of your personality. These are harsh. They're usually one statement. They're worst case scenario. If we get any of the sassy ones, we'll de-escalate it. We'll talk about it a little bit. So, avoiding pleasure, your passions, relaxing, getting a massage, getting a facial, so many things. So you have a will to avoid pleasure. Do you need to know more? No. Well, we need to release it. I set the intention to release the will to avoid pleasure. Did you release the will to avoid pleasure? Yes. Is there another imbalance? No. We have released and identified the fuel system, and it is gone. You know what time it is? It is time to chop that tree. Let's do it. So, I set the intention to release the negative program. I can't accept any other way. Success is for others, not for me. Intelligent people don't make mistakes. I am unable to find a path to fulfill my purpose. Release the limiting belief. I need drama and crisis so I can feel my worth. I always feel bad. I hate spirituality. Release the faulty core belief. If I set boundaries, people won't like me. Release the faulty core identity. It's not fair. Did you release this faulty core belief system? Yes. All right. So we need to fill that subconscious gap. Positive statements. No. Defrag. Let's defrag. Thank you. I set the intention to release the subconscious gap and defrag. Did you release the subconscious gap and defrag? Yes. Do you have a faulty core belief system in regards to trust? No. And we're just connected. How do you feel? Moving my subconscious mind aside, welcoming Bradley over here, and we're locked on and connected. All right. Do you have any trapped emotions of the highest priority you can release right now? Yes. Overwhelmed, just a little overwhelmed, you know. Before 20, no. After 20, yes. After 30, no. After 25, yes. 25, 26, 27 years old. So overwhelmed, a little overwhelmed around 27 years old. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Terror. Before 20, no. After 20, yes. After 30, no. After 25, yes. 25, 26, 27, 28 years old. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Confusion. Before 20, yes. Before 10, no. After 10, yes. After 15, yes. 15, 16, 17. So confusion around 17 years old. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Defensiveness. Before 20, no. After 20, yes. After 30, yes. After 40, no. After 35, yes. 35, 36, 37. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. We might be going to the moon. Heartache. Before 20, no. After 20, yes. After 30, no. After 25, no. 20, 21 years old. Hey, Liz. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Effort unreceived. Before 20, no. After 20, yes. After 30, no. After 25, no. 20, 21, 22, 23 years old. Effort unreceived. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Confusion. Before 20, no. After 20, yes. After 30, no. After 25, no. 20 years old. Confusion around 20 years old. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. All right. Bradley means business. All right. Stubbornness. Bradley. Before 20, yes. Before 10, no. After 10, yes. After 15, yes. 15, 16, 17. Do you need to know more? No. Bradley. Bradley. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Depression. Before 20, yes. Before 10, no. After 10, yes. After 15, yes. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Depression around 19. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? No. Okay. I thought we were going to keep on going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you had 9. All right, everybody. If you resonate with any of the trapped emotions that were uncovered, go ahead and set the intention that it gets released from you as well, so you can get some of that secondhand healing. That goes for you, YouTube, as well. 9. All right, let's begin. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of depression, release the trapped emotion of stubbornness, release the trapped emotion of confusion, release the trapped emotion of effort unreceived, release the trapped emotion of heartache, release the trapped emotion of defensiveness, release the trapped emotion of confusion, release the trapped emotion of terror, release the trapped emotion of overwhelm. Did you release all these trapped emotions? Yes. Do you have any trapped emotions of the highest priority you can release right now? No. All right. How do you feel? All right. So do you have any blocks or imbalances of the highest priority you can release right now? Yes. Misalignments, meridian, main meridian, and your right lung meridian. All right. So your right lung meridian, it comes with its set of sassy symptoms. So shortness of breath, tiredness, coughing, asthma, discomfort in the back of the skull, and sore throat. It will also generate the following emotions of crying, discouragement, rejection, sadness, sorrow, confusion, defensiveness, grief, self-abuse, and stubbornness. And you had a couple of those. You had the confusion, the defensiveness, the stubbornness. Yeah, from the emotion code. I'm a soldier when it comes to, you really are. Oh my gosh. You're like, buckle up. We're gonna do this. Thank you, Lester. All right. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another imbalance? Yes. Energy. Mental. And a will to. Bradley, what you willing to do? Come on, Bradley. What you willing to do? Break others' will. Now, let me look this up because I always have to look this one up. Break others' will, because it sounds very sassy. So to just make someone's life very difficult. So if I see this as you're fighting with someone, arguing with them, and you just keep arguing and arguing until they're like defeated and they're just like, fine, whatever. My YouTube channel is Level Up Healing, the same as my TikTok. So do you need to know more? No. Is there another imbalance? Yes. Energy. Mental. A no will to, and now Bradley's like, I ain't co-signing for that. Not even gonna look at it, acknowledge it. No, no, no. A no will to be powerful. This can be in all areas of your life. This can be one area of your life. So many different things. Seems legit. There you go. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another imbalance? Yes. Energy. Mental, and a no will to. All right. No will to win or succeed. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another imbalance? Yes. Energy. Mental. And a memory field. So a memory field is just something that you're holding on to, something from the past that you can't seem to move on from. It could be something you did, said, anything like that. So we're going to find the emotional theme. Stubbornness. All right, around what age? Before 20, no. After 20, yes. After 30, yes. After 40, no. After 35, no. 30, 31. So you're around 31 years old. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another imbalance? Yes. Energy? Offensive? Ooh. Post-hypnotic suggestion. This isn't your own creation. You got this from an outside source. So movies, music, TV, another person, and dare I say video games. So you may believe this to be true or you may not. I'll never be loved. Now, if you don't believe this to be true, great. Your subconscious mind was doing some inventory management. I was like, wait a second. I don't have a memory or an emotion tied to this, so we're not even going to run this anymore. But it's still taking up space. And if you do believe this to be true, start saying your goodbyes because we're going to be getting rid of it. So, do you need to know more? No. Is there another imbalance? Yes. All right. We may be going to the moon with this one too. Energy. Offensive. Another post-hypnotic suggestion. I'll never be wanted. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another imbalance? Yes. All right. So energy, offensive, courting. So you have a cord. All right. So it's in your heart. Male, female. Around what age was this created? Before 20, yes. Before 10, no. After 10, yes. After 15, yes. 15, 16, 17. So around 17 years old. So we're going to dissolve it, get rid of it. So yeah. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another imbalance? No. I'm more of the, I'm not going to argue with you because you're wrong and walk away. Cut that cord. All right. So if anybody resonates with any of the things that were uncovered, go ahead and set the intention that it gets released from you as well so you can get in on that second-hand healing. Thank you, Lester, and for using your powers for good. All right. I set the intention to release this cord and dissolve it with love. Release the post-hypnotic suggestion. I'll never be wanted. Release the post-hypnotic suggestion. I'll never be loved. Release the memory field of stubbornness. Release the no will to win or succeed. Release the no will to be powerful. Release the will to break others' will. Reset and balance the right lung meridian. Did you release all these blocks and imbalances? Yes. Do you have any blocks or imbalances of the highest priority you can release right now? No. We're going to do all three. Okay? We're going to do all three. So, do you have a faulty core belief system in regards to being a priority, chosen, and self-sabotage? Yes. Can you release this now? Yes. So, what kind of tree you rocking? Okay, we have a basic tree. Your video is froze? No! All right, so we have a basic tree. Now we're going to find the branches. This message is held for review. Hold on. Curiosity. Oh. Huh. That's interesting. Ah, silly boys. Okay, back. All right. So do you have any, okay, so we're going to focus on the branches and negative programs. So do you have any negative programs? Yes. Insight. Body. I don't like the way my body looks. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? Yes. Insight. So we're working third eye so far. Boundaries. If I set boundaries, I'll be seen as selfish. Ooh. If I set boundaries, I'll be seen as selfish. That's a good one. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? Yes. Divine, crown chakra, success. Success will make me a bad person. Make me a bad person. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? No. Is there a limiting belief? Yes. Thank you. All right. So a limiting belief, we're at the trunk now. So is there a limiting belief? Yes. Passion, sacral chakra. Trust. I'm not trustworthy because blank. Because blank. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another limiting belief? Yes. Passion, sacral chakra. Choices, so many choices. I'll never be able to choose again. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another limiting belief? Yes. Divine, so crown chakra, success. I'll never be successful. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another limiting belief? No. Okay, so now we're going to go to the roots. So is there a faulty core belief? Yes. Lev, I got to see what you're writing. I keep wanting to argue against these negative beliefs and send affirmations as they come up. Like, stop telling yourself that, but that's exactly what we're doing. A lot of people with love. Exactly. All right. So insight. So back to the third eye. Defect. I am a liar. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another faulty core belief? No. Is there a faulty core identity? Yes. So this is the soil. So this is, you absorb this the first 7 years of your life. So you really didn't have control over this. Your child self saw something. It was like, yep, that's truth. And your subconscious mind's like, yep, that's true. And ran with it. All right. So insight. So back in the third eye. Recovery. Ooh. No doctor or treatment can help me. All right, do you need to know more? No. Is there another faulty core identity? No. So we have your tree here. So it all started the first 7 years of your life. Something happened where either someone said something to you, you experienced something, you witnessed something, where you had, now this is the energy behind the statement. You may interpret this differently, all the statements differently. So no doctor or treatment can help me. So maybe you were sick a lot, maybe like, for me, you know, I had dyslexia, and so my parents didn't understand what that was. They're like, oh my gosh, what is there something wrong with her? Like something wrong with her brain? It was like, no, just a little bit of dyslexia, flipping words and stuff. So it was kind of like, you can see the frustration, like I could see the frustration with my parents because it's like they don't know what's going on, and they want to help me. Hey, Wayne. Thank you. So it could be something like that. And then you had another experience that created I'm a liar. And so your subconscious is just adding, based on your experiences in intense emotion is just throwing beliefs like, okay, well, we got to add this and add this. So when you're looking at it, it may look kind of random, but to your subconscious mind, it's not. So that's why it's all about the energy behind it and not necessarily the statement. So you started with, so then after that you have, I'll never be successful. I'll never be able to choose again. I'm not trustworthy because success will make me a bad person. If I set boundaries, I'll be seen as selfish. I don't like the way my body looks. So I don't like the way my body looks could be like, no doctor or treatment can heal me or help me. So that is your tree. I was also neglected and left alone for days that oh my, yes. So I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that happened. So yeah, if that's what came up, so that's what that statement means for you. And so since you were neglected, that's why it's like, no, success, no, that's not for me. Oh, I'm going to push boundaries. What are boundaries? You know? So yeah, it does, you can kind of see how this all comes together. So we identified the tree. Now we have to find the fuel source. We have to get rid of it. If we don't get rid of the fuel source, the tree is just going to come back. We don't want that. Thank you, Wayne. You would like to do a belief code? If you wanted to sign up, if you go in the description of this live, it'll take you to where you can sign up. Okay, so let's begin. We're going to start with trapped emotions. So do you have any trapped emotions fueling this belief system? Yes. All right. Anxiety. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of anxiety. Did you release the trapped emotion of anxiety? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Abandonment. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of abandonment. Did you release a trapped emotion of abandonment? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Self-abuse. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of self-abuse. Did you release a trapped emotion of self-abuse? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? No. So we're going to go to the belief code to release unfit. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Bradley. I'm so sorry. I'm sending you tons of love. No one, especially at that age, should never have to go through with that. I keep freezing. Is it me? Okay. So let's continue to the beliefs. Okay. Or the body code. So are there any imbalances? Yes. Energy, allergy or intolerance, an idea allergy. So something your subconscious mind has labeled as stranger danger. So anything, if you had an intense experience or an emotion, anything surrounding that area of that time, it takes a snapshot of it. So it can be an instant, like an intense emotion, or something that's prolonged. So let's see. Being noticed. Do you need to know more? No. Is there, oh, hold on. Let's go ahead and release it. I set the intention to release the idea allergy to being noticed. Did you release the idea allergy to being noticed? Yes. Is there another imbalance? Yes. Energy, allergy or intolerance, idea allergy. Being manipulated. Thank you, Seth. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the idea allergy to being manipulated. So you don't put yourself in a situation where you will be manipulated. Did you release the idea allergy to being manipulated? Yes. Is there another imbalance? No. Have a good night, Seth. Thank you. Thank you so much, Seth. You apologize for being rude, Miss. It's all right, Lester. You're good. You're all right. I'm glad you're here hanging out with me, so I appreciate it. So just hang out. You're good. Apology accepted. All right. We all love you, Bradley. We all love you. And thank you for being vulnerable. That was very brave of you. A lot of people cannot do that. So be very proud of yourself. So, Bradley, do you have your axe ready? Let's chop this tree. Everybody, let's chop this tree. We don't need it. We don't want it. We're unavailable for it now. So, let's start a chopping. Well, thank you, Lester. I appreciate it. Thank you. Now get your axe out. We're chopping this tree. Tree be gone! Let's go. I set the intention to release the negative program. I don't like the way my body looks. If I set boundaries, I'll be seen as selfish. Success will make me a bad person. Release the limiting beliefs. I am not trustworthy because blank. I'll never be able to choose again. I felt a surge of energy. I needed a moment. I'll never be successful. Release the faulty core belief. I am a liar. Release the faulty core identity. No doctor or treatment can help me. The tree is gone. Well, we gotta fill it. Timber! Athena, what's up? So, do we need to fill the subconscious gap with positive statements? No. Defrag? Yes. Let's begin. I set the intention to release the subconscious gap and defrag. Did you release the subconscious gap and defrag? Yes. Do you have a faulty core belief system in regards to being a priority, chosen, and self-sabotage? No. And we're disconnected. How does everybody feel? All right, Susie. Moving my subconscious mind aside, welcoming yours over here, and we're locked on and connected. Do you have any trapped emotions of the highest priority you can release right now? Yes. Depression. Before 30, no. After 30, yes. After 40, no. After 35, no. 30, 31, 32. So depression around 32. So it could be 31, 32, or 33 years old. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Confusion. Before 20, no. After 20, yes. After 30, yes. After 40, yes. After 50, no. After 45, no. 40, 41, 42. So confusion around 42. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Anxiety. Before 20, no. After 20, yes. After 30, no. After 25, yes. 25, 26, 27. Anxiety around 27. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Hold on. Okay. There we go. Failure. Before 20, no. After 20, yes. After 30, yes. After 40, yes. After 50, no. After 45, yes. 45, 46, 47. So failure around 47. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Stubbornness. Susie, stubborn. I too am stubborn. Before 20, yes. Before 10, no. After 10, yes. After 15, yes. 15, 16, 17. Stubbornness around 17. I think we can all resonate with this one. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Ooh, this one's absorbed. Yeah, no business with this one, Susie. I'm like, nope. So you absorb this. So either you were around someone who was experiencing an intense emotion, or you just walked it. You were empathizing with someone and you're just like, gimme, gimme, gimme. I don't want you to feel that way. Who isn't stubborn, right? It's in our DNA. So what did you absorb in your wonderful energy system? Rejection. And I'm going to find out the age. Before 20, no. After 20, yes. After 30, no. After 25, no. 21. So around 21 years old, you were around someone who was experiencing rejection, and you felt you were empathizing with them, and you just like, you wanted them to feel better, and you just absorbed that. So do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? No. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Everyone knows the drill. If you resonate with any of these trapped emotions, go ahead and set the intention it gets released from you as well, so you can get in on this second-hand healing. Let's begin. I set the intention to release the absorbed trapped emotion of rejection, release the trapped emotion of stubbornness, release the trapped emotion of failure, release the trapped emotion of anxiety, release the trapped emotion of confusion, release the trapped emotion of depression. Woo! Did you release all of these trapped emotions? Yes. Do you have any trapped emotions of the highest priority you can release right now? No. All right. So emotion code done. How do you feel? How does everybody else feel? Do you have any blocks or imbalances of the highest priority you can release right now? Yes. Dory, what's up? Misalignment. Meridian. Main meridian, and your left liver meridian. Left liver meridian. If you're not familiar with meridians, they are the energetic tubes or arteries of your energetic system. So we have chakras, your aura, and your meridians. So they disperse the energy throughout your body. So most meridians are attached to an organ. And there's one on each side. Most of them, there's one on each side. There's special ones that aren't attached to an organ, and there's just one. So with the liver meridian, when it is unhappy, it is a toddler, and it will get your attention, and it will manifest these symptoms. So you may dabble in some of them. So trouble detoxing, craving alcohol, craving greasy foods, violent temper, intense throbbing headaches, fatigue, female hormonal and menstrual issues, dizziness, dry, blurry eyes, and it will also generate the following emotions. So you may feel these more than you would like. Anger, bitterness, guilt, hatred, resentment, depression, frustration, indecisiveness, panic, and taken for granted. The liver is sassy and it will get your attention. So you may have a couple of them, all of them, one or two, you know, dabble. It is your liver meridian. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Dory. Thank you for the follows, everybody, and the likes. All right, so do you need to know more? No. Is there another imbalance? Yes, there is. Energy. Post-traumatic and a physical emotional shock. Thank you, Dory. So this is, you either saw something, saw and witnessed something is the same thing, or someone said something to you and it was, it was so shocking or intense that it felt like it punched you in the gut. Now, this can also be positive emotions too. Like if you're just shocked and like overjoyed and you like freeze, if you don't process that correctly, it can be a physical emotional shock. But normally it's like the negative ones where you like freeze, you're in shock, and you feel like you're gonna puke everywhere. But let's find out around what age, shall we? Before 30, no. After 30, yes. After 40, no. After 35, no. 30, 31, 32, 33. So around 33 years old, this happened. I'm usually calm, so yes, I notice changes. All right, awesome. Hola, welcome. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another imbalance? Yes. Misalignment. Meridian. Main meridian. your left heart meridian. Now, even though this is the heart meridian, it's actually not attached or connected to the heart. All right, so when this is unhappy, it will generate the following symptoms: palpitations, dizziness, weakness, shortness of breath, circulatory system problems, fever, frequent sweating and night sweats, insomnia, pale, cold, tired, and restlessness. Now, these emotions that it creates, they're not fun. Abandonment, betrayal, forlorn, lost, love unreceived, effort unreceived, heartache, insecurity, the overjoy, and vulnerability. My daughter was born when I was 33 and her dad was on it. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So I can definitely see why that would impact you. You have that 100%, Amanda. Well, when we start releasing, set that intention. Let's balance out that heart meridian. So that's your heart meridian. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another imbalance? Yes. Energy. Mental. And a will to. Susie, you're like, I'll co-sign for that. So these are things that we don't want to do, but we do it. It can be like a bad habit. Now, these are created during a time of sadness, hopelessness, and feeling overwhelmed. When we feel that intense emotion, we say things that we don't mean. We just we're fed up. So you thought something or said something with so much intensity that you got your mind's attention. It grabbed it, ran away with it, and it became part of your beautiful personality. With these, they are harsh. They're worst case scenario, and they're usually one word. So if we get one of the harsh ones, we'll de-escalate it, and I'll give you different examples of what it means that relates to you. Avoid feelings. Well, this one I don't have to explain. I think most of us have dabbled in this one. All feelings, couple of feelings, sharing our feelings, allowing people to share their feelings, even if it's we want people to give us compliments, but when we get them, we're like, ew. So if you're one of those people who don't like receiving compliments and it makes you uncomfortable, and you usually give the other person a compliment, all you have to say is thank you. Thank you. That is your challenge for this week. I don't like feelings, Amanda. You're like, I don't want it. And she's like, I'm not going to release this one. You better. So yeah, so the good, the bad, the ugly. You may dabble in all of them. There may be certain emotions. Depression and anxiety, I don't like it. Mostly because depression, it's I feel numb and I don't know how to work with that. Like any other emotion, it's okay, I can feel it. I can kind of, if I'm sad, I'll cry, easy. But depression, I'm just like, what do I do with this? It's very uncomfortable. So, avoiding feelings. So, do you need to know more? No. Bury that with some ice. Oh boy, bury that with some ice cream. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another imbalance? Yes. Energy, allergy, or intolerance. An idea, allergy. Ooh, this one's got my cheeks all warm. So an idea, allergy. This is created by the subconscious mind, because your subconscious mind is always on, seeing if there's any stranger danger nearby, and if it needs to make corrections to its already overprotective measures. So you had an emotional experience, an intense emotional experience, and it hurt. Either you got scared, you got heartbroken, whatever it was, your subconscious mind was like, ugh, never again. So it takes a snapshot. Everything, the environment, the smells, the time of day, the location, the situation, and so forth. And so it associates everything as stranger danger. So then when you go about your business and maybe you go in the same environment or you're around the same person, maybe you got bit by a dog, it associates dogs as stranger danger. So then you're going on a walk and you go past this house you've never been by before, never walked past before, and there's a dog, you have an emotional response, and your subconscious mind's like stranger danger. So it creates those defense mechanisms, that fight, flight, or freeze response, self-sabotage, anger, and so forth, creates that to get you out of the situation. But what's interesting about this is that when you go by this house that you've never been past before, but since there was a dog, it takes another snapshot. So now you're afraid to go by that house. Maybe it was raining, so now when it rains, you have an emotional response. It's like the mind is so complex and so overprotected, protective. So what we're going to do is we're going to find out what this is. Pain or discomfort. Now, the reason why I'm so excited is because emotions, feelings can be very painful and uncomfortable. So it explains why you avoid them, because they're uncomfortable. And it could be physical pain as well. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another imbalance? Yes. Energy. Allergy or intolerance. Idea allergy. All right, what are you stranger danger to? You're just like, nope, not going to do that. Go and throw a pocket sand at that situation. Being noticed. Remember how I was talking about compliments, being noticed. The attention is on you. Hey, Susie, you're beautiful. No, I'm not. Flashbang. You're really good at what you do. No, I'm not. Pocket sand. You're gone. So being noticed, either someone giving you attention, compliments, anything like that where the attention is on you, you're like, no. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another imbalance? No. Susie, it was fun working with you. These were great. So what we're going to do is we're going to release them. So if anybody resonates with any of the things that we uncovered today, go ahead and set the intention that it gets released from you as well. So you can get that secondhand healing. Uncomfortable with being seen. I assume that's what you're talking about. Okay. There's a delay, so if I'm just staring, I'm eagerly waiting. Yes, okay. All right, let's begin. I set the intention to release the idea allergy to being noticed. Release the idea allergy to pain or discomfort. Release the will to avoid feelings. I'll do extra swipes, making sure everybody gets in on this. Reset and balance the left heart meridian. Release the physical emotional shock. And reset and balance the left liver meridian. Did you release all these blocks and imbalances? Yes. Do you have any blocks or imbalances of the highest priority you can release right now? No. And we're disconnected. How does everybody feel? Moving my subconscious mind aside, welcoming hello me over here, and we're connected. All right. So do you have any trapped emotions of the highest priority you can release right now? Yes. Did I miss the magnets? Yeah, that was the release. But don't worry, there's more magnets in the future. So let me say this again. Do you have any blocks or imbalances of do you have any trapped emotions of the highest priority you can release right now? Yes. All right. Failure. Before 20, no. After 20, yes. After 30, no. After 25, no. 21 years old. So failure around 21 years old. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Abandonment. Before 20, no. After 20, yes. After 30, no. After 25, yes. 25, 26, 27 years old. Abandonment. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Shame. Before 20, yes. Before 10, yes. Before birth, no. After birth, yes. After 5, yes. 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. Shame around 8 years old. You're a little baby. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Confusion. Before 20, no. After 20, yes. After 30, no. After 25, yes. 25, 26, 27. Confusion around 27 years old. Kia! What's she doing? She's doing some energy healing. We're doing emotion code. So if you resonate with any of the things that's uncovered when I'm releasing, go ahead and set the intention it gets released from you as well so you can get in on the secondhand healing. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Stubbornness. Hello, me, stubborn. Before 20, no. After 20, yes. After 30, yes. After 40, no. After 35, yes. 35, 36, 37. So stubborn around 7. Do you need to know more? No. So you want that second? Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Rejection. Ever since I connected to your energy, I can feel the sneeze just on standby. It's driving me nuts. Better. So rejection. Before 20, no. After 20, yes. After 30, no. After 25, yes. 25, 26, 27. Rejection around 27. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Stubbornness. Before 20, yes. Before 10, no. After 10, yes. After 15, yes. 15, 16, 17, 18. Stubbornness around 18. I can resonate with this one. Thank you, Lori. Do you need to know more? No. Hello, me. Are we going to be going to the moon? Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. All right, everybody, pack your bags. We're going to the moon. Going to the moon. Stubbornness. Ooh, I got lava chills with that one. Ooh. Before 20, no. After 20, yes. After 30, yes. After 40, no. After 35, yes. 35, 36, 37, 38, 39 years old. Sweating. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? No. Okay, wow. I thought we were going to keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. If anybody resonates with any of these trapped emotions, go ahead and set the intention it gets released from you as well. And you can get in on the second-hand healing. Let's begin. I set the intention to release the trapped emotions of stubbornness. Release the trapped emotion of stubbornness. Release the trapped emotion of rejection. Release the trapped emotion of stubbornness. Release the trapped emotion of confusion. Release the trapped emotion of shame. Release the trapped emotion of abandonment. Release the trapped emotion of failure. Did you release these trapped emotions? Yes. Do you have any trapped emotions of the highest priority you can release right now? No. Are you ready for some body code? Do you have any blocks or imbalances contributing to any sickness and anything physical? Yes. Can you release this now? Yes. Oh, pathogen. I'm like excited. Ooh, you got a pathogen. Energy of a pathogen. An energetic fungus. Fungus. Now, since it's energetic, you can actually get the inherit this thing. So let's double check. Is this inherited? No. Okay, so it's all you. So what happened is that the physical part of the fungus, your physical body took care of, but the life force is still there. The life force energy, or I like to call it the soul. So so your body killed the fungus, but the soul is still there. So it's okay. So here are some symptoms of having an energetic fungus: brain fog, craving sugar, starch, alcohol, fatigue, intestinal discomfort, lung infections, nail infections, and skin problems. You can have 1 or 2. You can dabble. Thank you for the rose. Yes, yes to all. All right, well, we'll start saying your goodbyes because we're going to be releasing this fungus. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another imbalance? Yes. Misalignment. Meridian. Main meridian. Your right spleen meridian. Oops. Well, all right. So when your spleen meridian is unhappy, it's going to manifest the following symptoms. And this is a list, okay? Repeat the symptoms. I'll go back to it in just a second. Let me read the spleen meridian since I'm here. All right. So thank you, Dory. So spleen meridian, when it's unhappy, it will manifest fatigue, immune issues, diabetes, weight issues, imbalance in appetite. So you could be either overeating, lack of appetite, or lack of protein intake, weakness, dementia, stress, bloating, edema, bruising, dizziness, pale, weak, sluggish, and cold, and excess phlegm. But it also generates the following emotions of anxiety, despair, disgust, worry, nervousness, failure, helplessness, hopelessness, lack of control, and low self-esteem. That's a list. One or two, you may dabble in a couple of them. You may have all of them. It's your spleen. Your spleen's a little unhappy. So for the energetic fungus, the symptoms were, oh, there's actually more. Good thing we went back to it. So anxiety, asthma, allergies, brain fog, craving sugar, starch, alcohol, fatigue, intestinal discomfort, lung infection, nail infections, and skin problems. Yes to, okay, all right. So do you need to know more? No. Is there another imbalance? Yes. You may have some, you may have all of them. Dabble in a couple. So energy, post-traumatic, and a physical, emotional shock. You heard some news, you witnessed something, someone said something to you, and it was so intense that it felt like you got punched in the gut. So you can kind of see this like September 11th was one. Maybe if a celebrity who was really young passed away, you're just like, what? Like I remember when Princess Diana passed away, and even Michael Jackson, I was just like, what? It was just weird. When LeBron James decides to takes his talents to South Beach or whatever, Miami. I remember exactly where I was when I was watching that special. Ugh, it still hurts. So anyways, when did this happen? Hello, Leela. Before 20, no. After 20, yes. After 30, no. After 25, no. 20, 21, 22 years old. So around 22 years old, something happened where it was a shock to your system. Hello, welcome Miami. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another imbalance? Yes. I didn't see it in the bio. What do you mean, Amanda? Energy, mental, and a will to. So you're willing to do something. Okay. And you are willing to, come on phone, avoid pain. So if you have any what's the word? Any indication that you may experience pain, whether it's physical or emotional, I think it's more emotional. You're like, nope, don't want it. No. So you may not engage in certain situations, certain people, knowing that, you know what, I experienced when I did this, I got hurt, I really don't want to. So you just kind of distance yourself. Yep. Hello, 1A. All right, do you need to know more? No. Is there another imbalance? Yes. Energy, mental, and another will to. A will to please others. So this can be people pleasing. You can't say no. You want people to like you, so you may not share your opinion. You may have poor boundaries. If someone asks for help, you will drop everything. You put everyone else's needs first before your own. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another imbalance? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So if anybody resonates with these blocks or imbalances, go ahead and set the intention it gets released from you as well. And you can also get in on the second-hand healing. Let's begin. Whoa. I set the intention to release the will to please others, the will to avoid pain, release the physical emotional shock, reset and balance the right spleen meridian, release the energetic fungus. Woo. Did you release all these blocks and imbalances? Yes. Do you have any blocks or imbalances contributing to sickness or anything physical? No. And we're disconnected. How do you feel? How does everybody else feel? Moving my subconscious mind aside, welcoming you over here. So we're locked on and connected. So do you have any trapped emotions of the highest priority you can release right now? Yes. It's just life. I'm doing great. Thank you. All right. So yours. So we have heartache. Before 20, no. After 20, yes. After 30, yes. After 40, yes. After 50, no. After 45, no. 40, 41, 42. So heartache around 42 years old, 41, 42, or 43. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Stubbornness. Before 20, no. After 20, yes. After 30, no. After 25, yes. 25, 26, 27 years old, stubbornness. Around 27, stubborn. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Terror. Before 20, yes. Before 10, no. After 10, yes. After 15, no. 10, 11. So terror around 11 years old. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Nervousness. Before 20, no. After 20, yes. After 30, yes. After 40, no. After 35, no. 30, 31 years old, nervousness. You're a little nervous around 31 years old. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Absorbed. This ain't yours. Did not create it. Did not have an experience. You were around someone who is experiencing an intense emotion, or you empathize with someone. So let's go ahead and find out what this is. Defensiveness. Before 20, no. After 20, yes. After 30, yes. After 40, no. After 35, no. 30, 31, 32, 33. So around 33 years old, you were around someone who was very defensive, and it was probably really intense, and you just absorbed it, or you empathize. Hey, David. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. All right, we're back to you. Ooh, anger. Before 20, no. After 20, yes. After 30, no. After 25, yes. 25, 26. So anger around 26. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Defensiveness. Okay, now this is yours. Before 20, no. After 20, yes. After 30, yes. After 40, no. After 35, yes. 35, 36, 37. So okay, never mind. I can't read my handwriting. I was like, oh, we had 37 before. No, that was 27. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Anxiety. Just, a little dabbling in some anxiety. Before 20, yes. Before 10, no. After 10, yes. After 15, yes. 15, 16. Anxiety around 16 years old. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another trapped emotion? No. Soul. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are you ready to release? If anybody resonates with any of these trapped emotions, go ahead and set the intention it gets released from you as well. And you can get in on the second hand healing. Hello, John. Welcome. All right, let's go. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of anxiety, release defensiveness, release the trapped emotion of anger, release the absorbed trapped emotion of defensiveness, release the trapped emotion of nervousness, release the trapped emotion of terror, release the trapped emotion of stubbornness, release the trapped emotion of heartache. Woo! Did you release the trapped emotions? Yes. Do you have any trapped emotions of the highest priority you can release right now? No. And we're disconnected. How do you feel, soul? Moving my subconscious mind aside, welcoming yours over here, and we're locked on and connected. Itsmeeeeewasssuh. Are you ready? So, do you have a faulty core belief system in regards to fear? I'm not okay. Something is wrong with me. Yes. Can you release this now? Yes. It started this morning. That's wild. No, well, I see the real names in when you sign up, but I don't say your real name. I say your TikTok username on here. Okay, so what kind of tree do we have? We have a basic tree. So we're going to focus on negative programs, which are the leaves. This is your conscious mind. So we start with the conscious mind and we slowly work our way into the unconscious mind. We can't go straight unconscious. We can't do it. We have to gather the whole tree. So these may manifest, since we're in the conscious mind, you may be aware of this and it may manifest as thoughts. So let's go ahead and find out what these are. So the negative programs. So passion, we're in the sacral chakra. And time. Oh my gosh, handful of daisies. Listen, I was just having a conversation with your subconscious mind. That's all. That's wild. Ooh, I got goosebumps. I love this so much. I love this so much. Okay. I can't do it now. I can't do it now. So that's the first one. I can't do it now. You're welcome. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? Yes. Survival. Sabotage. Ooh. I need to suffer. Woo. I need to suffer. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? Yes. Belief code can be very vulnerable because sometimes it feels like we're looking into your soul. So just want to add that. So thank you for being able to be vulnerable and do this on a live. So thank you. Victim. I live to survive the fear. Hey, Georgia. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? Yes. Survival. Sabotage. I never get anything done. I never get anything done. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? No. So branches have all been identified. So now we're going to focus on the trunk. Now we're in the subconscious mind. So it's kind of like you may see these as thoughts or you may not. So do you have a limiting belief? Yes. Insight. Third eye chakra. Defect. I'm not attractive. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another limiting belief? Yes. Back to insight, third eye. Recovery. I have no energy. I have no energy. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another limiting belief? Yes. Power, solar plexus. Change. Change has been coming up a lot today. I fear change. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another limiting belief? No. Now we got rid of the trunk, or we identified the trunk. Now we're going to find the roots. So do you have a faulty core belief? Yes. Okay. So faulty core belief, we're at the roots, the source of it all. Passion, sacral chakra. Choices. My head and my heart conflict. Do you need to know more? No. Okay. Is there another faulty core belief? No. So now we're going to see if there's any soil. Is there a faulty core identity? Yes. Excuse me. I got the release burps over here. Oh, stranger danger! Stranger danger! Oh my gosh! Y'all, why'd you say anything? Sorry. All right, don't worry. Mama's gotcha. Are they gone? Okay. Okay, spot on. All right, awesome. So faulty core happened so quickly. Don't worry, I got you. I was like, what? You were watching? Okay. All right. So, where was I? So faulty core identity is the soil. So this was absorbed the first 7 years of your, oh my, stop. The first 7 years of your life, where we can't reason because our brain isn't developed yet. Our brain is in absorption mode because it wants to survive. It needs to learn how the world works quickly so it can survive. So anything you see, anything you hear, anything you experience is seen as truth. It's like we're gullible. We believe everything. So this is the foundation of this tree. So let's find out what this is. Survival. Victim. I live to survive. So you have that twice. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another faulty core identity? No. Okay. So we see the tree right now, and it kind of tells a story. Now, this tree, how your subconscious mind adds to the tree is random, except the first two. So you have the faulty core identity, which was absorbed. I live to survive. So you were kind of set up. You had this single limiting belief. Then you had an experience with an intense emotion, which your subconscious mind's like, this actually would resonate with this statement here, and that was my head and my heart conflict. And so now you have a seed. So now your subconscious mind is building on this belief system. So then these are not in order of when you created them, but this is just in the order of when we uncovered them. So then I fear change because you live to survive. You're in survival mode. I have no energy. Well, if you're constantly ready to fight a bear, of course you don't have energy. I'm not attractive. I never get anything done. I live to survive. I need to suffer. I can't do it now. And it all starts with this belief: I live to survive. from a family of survivors. Wow. This is a very powerful tree. A very powerful tree. So, so yeah, this will happen in divine timing. So let's go ahead and identify what is fueling this belief system. Not yet. Hold on. Reiki Master Andy's a little excited. Hold on now. She's like, chop it. she's chopping happy. Not yet. We have to find the source first, and then we can chop it down. So what is fueling this tree? And sometimes this tree can create things. So it's kind of like, ah. So let's go ahead and find out what is fueling this tree. So we're going to start with the trapped emotion. You're just like, let's go. I love your enthusiasm. I love it. Never change. All right. So, whew. Do you have a trapped emotion associated with this belief tree? Yes. Guilt. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release a trapped emotion of guilt. Did you release a trapped emotion of guilt? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Worry. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of worry. Did you release a trapped emotion of worry? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Abandonment. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of abandonment. Did you release a trapped emotion of abandonment? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? No. Okay, so are there any other imbalances associated with this tree? Yes. Energy, allergy or intolerance, an idea allergy. The past repeating itself. The past repeating itself. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the idea allergy to the past repeating itself. Did you release the idea allergy to the past repeating itself? Yes. And the reason why I was like, it just makes sense because you're so afraid of the past that it's preventing you from moving forward. You have a fear of doing something, and it all resonates. So is there another imbalance? Yes, that's my fear. Yes, and that's my fear with my daughter. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wow. I just got like a surge of energy after reading that statement. Oh my gosh. Yes, 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 yes. This is a very powerful tree, and we're going to cut it down. I feel like Reiki Master Andy's already chopping away at it. Just looking at the tree. Needing someone. So an idea allergy to needing someone. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the idea allergy to needing someone. Did you release the idea allergy to needing someone? Yes. Is there another imbalance? Yes. Woo! I'm getting excited to chop this tree down. Allergy or intolerance? An idea allergy. Being traumatized. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the idea allergy to being traumatized. Did you release the idea allergy to being traumatized? Yes. Now, what is so fascinating about this, that if we were to do a normal body code session, the things that we're uncovering right now, the trapped emotions and the imbalances, they will not show up because they are hidden within this system. So, oh my gosh, I cannot wait to see. You have to update me on your life, like every time I'm live. Just update me on how you feel and the changes that happen in your life, okay? Because this is so powerful. It's going to affect you in so many different ways, positively. Okay, I'm all excited. Do you need to know more? Oh, wait, hold on. Is there another imbalance? Yes. Energy. Mental. And a will to. Take on others' suffering. Yeah, still on. We go until 8. So, a will to take on others' suffering. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the will to take on others' suffering. Did you release the will to take on others' suffering? Yes. Is there another imbalance? No. Oh my God, yeah, a problem with holding on to people's, not anymore, not no more, not anymore. All right, so you guys, Reiki Master Andy, your time has come. You're very welcome, Kimmy. All right, it is time to get your axes out. We have a powerful tree to take on, to chop down, but with our power combined, we can get rid of it. So it is time to chop that tree. Let's begin. All right. I set the intention to release the negative programs. I can't do it now. I need to suffer. I live to survive. I never get anything done. Release the limiting beliefs. I'm not attractive. I have no energy. I fear change. Release a faulty core belief. My head and my heart conflict. Release the faulty core identity. I live to survive. Did you release this belief system? Yes! Move that butt. Move that bus. Now, it's gone. We don't want it to come back. We don't want your brain to be like, what's happening? Something just feels off. So, do we need to replace with positive statements? No. Can we just defrag? Yes. All right. I set the intention to release the subconscious gap and defrag. Did you release the subconscious gap and defrag? Yes. Do you have a faulty core belief system in regards to fear? I'm not okay and something is wrong with me. No, you don't. So we are disconnected. How the heck do you feel? Itsleoyoyoyo. Let's get to you. He's been waiting so patiently for a while. All right, so moving my subconscious mind aside, welcoming yours over here, and we're locked on and connected. Immediately on fire. Immediately on fire. Okay. So do you have a faulty core belief system preventing you from expressing your emotions? Yes. Can we work on this now? Yes. Okay. What kind of tree? We have a basic tree. We have a basic tree. All right. So negative program. We're focusing on the branches of your beautiful tree. So what are the branches? Your conscious mind. So these may manifest as thoughts. Passion, which is your sacral chakra, which is about your emotions. Trucker Chris, hello. Trust. A little bit of trust. I can't trust my feelings. I just love when this resonates. I can't trust my feelings. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? Yes. Survival. Control. We're in the root chakra now. Yes, the list is closed. I have to quit on my own. And this is supposed to bring up something within you. So whatever that resonates, all the statements that come up, it's supposed to spark something within you that relates to you, that's unique to you, okay? So this is so really cool. I also tapped here and there and do, oh, that's awesome, Amy. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? Yes. Passion. Choices. Choices, choices, choices. Oops, oops. I'll never be able to choose again. I'll never be able to choose again. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? Yes. Love, heart chakra, feelings, it is painful to see loved ones make mistakes. It is painful to see loved ones make mistakes. This can also be you making mistakes as well. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? Yes. Insight, third eye, pain. Ooh. The pain never goes away. The pain never goes away. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another negative program? No. Okay, branches all accounted for. Now we're going to go to the trunk of the tree. What are the limiting beliefs? Survival. Worth. We're in the root chakra. No, stop it. I am not needed. I am not needed. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another limiting belief? Yes. Survival. Sabotage. I need to suffer. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another limiting belief? Yes. Survival, root chakra. Safety. I'm afraid. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another limiting belief? No. Okay. So now we're going to go to the roots. The roots. So is there a faulty core belief? Yes. Survival, root chakra. Worth. The more money I have, the higher my worth. The higher my worth. And it doesn't have to necessarily be money. It could be anything. Hello, welcome back. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another faulty core belief? No. Is there a faulty core identity? Yes. So this is the soil. First 7 years of your life, you absorbed this. It was truth. You witnessed it. Someone said it to you. You experienced it. It's real. Survival. Worth. I am nothing. Oh no, we got to chop this immediately. I am nothing. Okay. Do you need to know more? No. Is there another faulty core identity? No. Okay. So we have the tree. We see it. So something happened the first 7 years of your life where you created the belief, I am nothing. And this kind of set you up for this whole tree. So the theme is I am nothing. So the more money I have, the higher my worth because I am nothing. I'm afraid. I need to suffer. I am not needed. The pain never goes away. It is painful to see loved ones make mistakes. I'll never be able to choose again. I have to quit on my own. And I can even see this like, you kind of like leave things, like don't finish things, or it can be that. You kind of like check out. You're like, see ya. I can't trust my feelings because I am nothing. This is a good tree that we are chopping. But before we chop, we have to find out what is fueling this tree. All right. The life source of the tree. Okay. So are there any trapped emotions associated with this belief system? Yes. Sadness. Do you need to know more? No. Oops. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of sadness. Did you release the trapped emotion of sadness? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Grief. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of grief. Did you release the trapped emotion of grief? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Confusion. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of confusion. Did you release the trapped emotion of confusion? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Rejection. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the trapped emotion of rejection. Did you release the trapped emotion of rejection? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? No. So now we're going to go to the body code. Are there any other imbalances? Yes. So we have energy, allergy or intolerance, an idea allergy, so stranger danger, bad things you can't control. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the idea allergy to bad things you can't control. Did you release the idea allergy to bad things you can't control? Yes. Is there another imbalance? Yes. Energy, mental, and a no will to. You're like, I ain't co-signing for this. Nope. You don't acknowledge it. It does not exist. Respecting yourself. No will to respect self. So honoring your feelings, honoring yourself. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the no will to respect self. Did you release the no will to respect self? Yes. Is there another imbalance? No. The fuel source has been released. So you know what that means. It is time to chop that tree. So get your axes ready. Let's do this. I set the intention to release the negative programs. I can't trust my feelings. I have to quit on my own. I'll never be able to choose again. It is painful to see loved ones make mistakes. The pain never goes away. Release the limiting beliefs. I am not needed. I need to suffer. I'm afraid. Release the faulty core belief. The more money I have, the higher my worth. Release the faulty core identity. I am nothing. Ooh, those were good. Did you release this faulty core belief system? Yes. We chopped it down. We chopped it good. So now there is a hole there. So we have to fill it or you're going to feel weird. So do we need to replace the gap with positive statements? No. Can we defrag? Yeah. So simple, just like we're just going to fill it with the soil around it. No, fresh soil, new soil. I set the intention to release the subconscious gap and defrag. Did you release the subconscious gap and defrag? Yes. Do you have a faulty core belief system in regard, do you have a faulty core belief system with expressing emotions? No. And we're disconnected. How do you feel? So we're going to go ahead and do a reset. So what you guys can do is just, you know, kind of shake. Yeah, every Thursday, Amy. Shake it out a little bit, kind of relax, kind of get comfortable, be present in your body. If you're driving, do not close your eyes. If you cannot close your eyes, don't close your eyes. But if you can, I want you to close your eyes and just be present with your body. And we're going to do a quick reset. Okay. So if anybody wants this, just intend I'll take some of this reset, or I'll be a part of this reset, or give me some of that. Say it in your own words that means to you that you are receiving this reset. All right. Let's begin. So eyes closed, take a deep breath in and out, and let's begin. I intend to reset the alignment between the spirit and physical body. Reset communication between the spirit and physical body. Reset the energy field of the heart. Reset communication between the spirit and physical heart. Reset communication between the heart and the brain. Reset the left lobe of the brain. Reset the right lobe of the brain. Reset the root chakra, the sacral chakra, the solar plexus chakra, the heart chakra, the third eye chakra, the throat chakra, because I don't know if I missed that, and the crown chakra. Align the chakras vertically. Reset the governing meridian. Reset the conception meridian. Reset the magnetic field. Reset the aura. Go ahead and take another deep breath in and out. And whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes, kind of stretch, do a little stretch. You may feel lightheaded, you may feel pretty good. Hopefully, thank you, Carmen. Hopefully, I intend that for being part of this reset, balancing reset, energy reset, that your processing won't be as crazy. So you won't need to message me next week. But again, if you do, I will do the same thing I did today again. I'll do it on my end. And again, I'm not going to charge you for that. I want to make sure that you guys are okay. You guys are like my babies. I don't want you guys to be struggling. So you're very welcome. So I'm gonna go. This will be posted on my YouTube channel on Monday, next Monday, with your timestamps of your username, so you can go back to it, rewatch it, relive the experience, and get some more healing. Oh, thank you, Bradley. Amy's yawning over at YouTube. You're like, oh my goodness. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. Thank you everybody who signed up. Thank you for the likes, the follows, the shares, and of course the gifts. And thank you for being part of this amazing community, being parts of the Knights of the Cornbread community. I love each and every one of you. I'm very grateful for all of you, and I love the conversation that we have every time. We didn't talk too much about food. We were talking about food a little bit on YouTube, but nothing crazy. Thank you, David. So I hope you guys all have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I will see you soon. Have a good night, everybody. Maybe.